Let's get a moment of silence for my boy. And without any further ado, y'all already know what time it is. Make some noise, man. You already know what time it is. It's the biggest World Takes Podcast, episode 132. The makings are heard too. Out now, everywhere. Make some noise.
Yeah.
Thank you. What's going on?
What's going on with you?
I can't call it. Just living the dream.
Yeah.
Just living the dream.
We got a legend in here tonight, y'all. We got a friend of the show, Busy, in here tonight. Trenton legend. Acclaimed author. Now on her second novel. I don't know. Is there more on the way? Can we expect more in the future? Because
Of course. I ain't done. I got a couple things going on right now, but I don't want to put it out there yet until I start formulating it,
Yeah.
Because, sometimes when you put it out in the air too soon, it don't go how it's planned.
Yeah.
So, But my book kind of did all right, but it's like a year and some change after the first one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm proud of myself,
I'm proud of you too.
Thank you.
I'll be honest. The first one, cleaned it, knocked it out. I wanted to challenge myself, kind of low key, so I knocked it out real quick. I haven't had time to completely read the second one, but I'm about halfway through it. And what I do notice about this one is like you in there when you read, and it's real. It's realistic and real, like real conversations type shit. You feel me? It's not like well, I guess for me, in my experience, it's
right.
Like I'm in there, like I can see this stuff and I can visualize it. I'm in these rooms having these conversations or watching them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I like that. I like that about
Thank
that book.
you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank
The
you.
makings are her part 2.
Yes.
It's your second go around the block. You spinning the block.
Right.
How do you feel?
I feel great. I feel great. It's a great feeling, especially now that it's getting noticeable on different platforms. Like I went online and I Googled it. It's carried in mad different stores. So I'm online. I'm like, oh yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
Then when it's in the Barnes and Nobles, it's like, okay, it's coming, it's coming.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I can't complain.
It's
I
a
can't
fun
complain. I can't complain.
We in Barnes and Nobles, y'all. Make some noise for that.
Thank you.
We made it. We made it. It's easy to say we made it.
Right.
Best-selling author. You feel me? We got her here on the show tonight live. Get in the comments. Ask her whatever y'all want to ask her tonight.
Yeah, ask me what you want to ask me.
Because y'all might not get the chance.
Yeah, y'all might not get this exclusive again. You better ask now, or the game is to be sold, not told. But hey, you better get your questions out now.
You came with part 2.
Right. Oh my God.
You came with the part 2. I want to know, I want you to take us into the thought process when you was crafting part 2. After part 1's success. Part 1 came in, blew him out of the water, and it's like, now you got to follow up. You don't really have to follow up, though, but you chose to follow up. And I want to know what that looks like a little bit, what the day-to-day looks like when you're going through that.
Honestly, when I was writing part 2, actually it was already done, but I didn't want to cram it all into one. I wanted to give them something to look forward to, so I cut it off. But I actually took constructive criticism because it was my first time, so the second time I got more out of my head because, different people was like, you got to have sex scenes in there for if you want to have the books in the jail. So you got to more interact, like describe the characters because we don't know what they look like. We just reading it. Like part 1 was good, but then I got feedback from part 2. They like, oh my god, you did it with this one. Like that's how a book's supposed to go. So as I'm writing, I'm growing more because I take the constructive criticism. I'm all for it.
That's what's up.
I don't get offended when somebody be like, well, why did you put this person in there, but then you didn't explain what they say? And I take heed to that. So it's like, I don't get offended because at the end of the day, I wasn't an author. I became an author.
Right.
Because it was something that I wanted to do. So
a lot of people forget this is brand new to you.
right. So, you know, when they say it, I'm like, okay, so I took that constructive criticism and I stepped out of my shell and I put sex scenes in there. I told more, I described more. But with part 2, I didn't want to drag it off to make it another one. So I had to cut it and that was it.
Okay.
So the sequel is like no more of the making of her.
Okay.
Like 2 is it. Like I was gonna make it 3, but then I'm like, nah, I don't want to drag it out no more because certain things you don't want to saturate it down.
Yeah.
So because when it's saturated, people don't really. They be like, man, it sound like repetitive. So I'm done with it. So my next thing is actually I want to make it into like on a movie. Try to get it on like Tubi, YouTube and stuff like that. Like I'm working on that. I'm working on that.
Okay.
It's gonna happen. Make
Yes,
some noise for
it's
that.
gonna happen.
Make some noise for that, y'all. We got Busy in here, city legend, author. She's sharing her story with us tonight, y'all, and we so proud and we so happy and excited for her on the release of her second book. It's been out for a little while now, The Makings of Her 2. Make sure you go cop. Busy, tell them where they can cop it at.
You can get my book on Barnes & Nobles, on Amazon. You can go on my website, which is keepingdior.com. And you can hit me up. I got some on here.
That's the best way though.
Right, hand in hand.
I like my service.
Right.
I always like my service hand in hand.
Yeah, I took it back. Like when my first one, I can actually say with the first one, I was really out here in these streets. Like it took me back to back in the day when I was out in these streets. It was like I was doing every scene, like, and it was like they was going like this. With this one, I really haven't really been outside that much because there's a lot going on. So I be mindful about where and the places that I go. But I'm gonna get out more.
That's important.
Been finicky.
That's important to be mindful of where you at and what's going on.
Right.
We all are a living testament to that.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's been a bit of a cloud over our city as of late. And I don't like to highlight that. I don't like to highlight that at all. But I feel as though it needs to be addressed. It's too much gun violence in the city. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where you niggas lost y'all way, where y'all don't want to fist fight anymore. Y'all don't want to get in the middle of the street and knuckle up, put a show on for the crowd, put a show on for everybody. We used to love that. I can't speak for everybody at the table, but I can speak for myself. I used to love that, nigga. Get in the middle of the street, put a fist fight on for the crowd, nigga. All this, get my gun, kill you. That shit is what's the word? The word I'm looking for is fleeting me, but it's no, it's everlasting.
Okay.
It's final.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoever you shot, they never coming back. They never gonna get another chance. They never gonna get another day at the dance where they can come out in the middle of the street and beat a nigga up, get their revenge. They never gonna get that.
Right.
And I think the majority of us are all tired.
I agree. It's terrible.
I can't speak for everybody, but the majority. We tired.
Yeah.
Enough is enough. You take mine, I'll take yours.
It's like never ending. Never ending.
Enough is enough. And we all come from the same. The crazy thing about it, right? When you go to these other communities, you'll never see what's going on in our community. You'll see them taking us before they take themselves. Like, what's going on? Like, what are we even doing? And this, I don't even want to sad to show out. I hate to take it there with y'all, but it's just like, whoa, nigga mentioned the candlelight. It's been weighing heavy on me. It's like, what are we doing as black people in our own community? Our own community where we got free reign. Like, let's be honest. Them people can't really come in here and do what they want. They can't. It's impossible because there's too many of us. So it's just like, why are we doing what we're doing to each other when we all in the same community, as to opposed to, all right, this is our community. Maybe we might go against another community, or maybe it just might just be peace everywhere. Where have we lost in the black community, and where is it going? That's what I want to ask y'all. Hey, y'all, I don't mean to sad y'all out. I ain't here for that tonight, but guess what? I'm sick. I'm tired, nigga. You niggas picking up these guns, y'all taking lives, y'all, and then y'all going to jail and y'all telling.
That's that part right there. It's terrible.
What camera am I in? And then y'all going to jail and y'all telling. So you can get a short sentence, nigga. Come on, man. What is we talking about, man? What is we talking about? You don't got nothing. Niggas don't got nothing. Niggas don't got nothing, but guess what? Hey, yo, R.I.P. my boy Sharp, man. My childhood friend. My nigga I came up with. My nigga that was at the basketball courts talking shit. He could beat me. SP could beat me. Niggas can beat me. You feel me? That's the shit I thrive off. Oh, niggas think they can beat me. Let's see about it. You feel me? Let's see about it. But you niggas then totally changed it to where y'all playing a different game. Y'all talking about putting points on the scoreboard. When I was putting points on the scoreboard, it was 30 points in the park. I dunk on your top nigga from your hood. I dunk on that nigga. You heard? That was me though. I don't know what other people was doing. What you got? What you got?
No,
what you got?
Enough,
nah.
Man. Like you said enough. No, I mean, I hear you. You busting down on that. Let's move forward. You got anything to say on that?
Yeah, like we grew up together down South Trenton, so it's kind of like I don't even like talking about it, cause it's like unbelievable. And every time you see him, he just turned up like super dope, you know. Mm-hmm. And it was just like I be saying like, when's the last time I was talking to him? He had my son had this thing at the bowling alley, and my favorite snack is nachos, so he's like, I gotta make them for you. How they don't know how to make them right, cause you know he know how to cook in the kitchen, like for real. He came back, I was like, yo, cousin, these nachos fire. He said, I told you they be putting all the cheese in there, drying them out. They don't know how to make them, so it's like, and it's just like, why, like, but you know they be like, you can't question God, but with this one it just don't sit right. You just be like, you know what I mean? His hand didn't call for that. But I don't want to get. That's why I don't like talking about it, cause it's kind of like, you know. Yeah, it's sad.
It's tough, man. It's gonna be tough on all of us. Our prayers are with you, the family. Yeah. You feel me?
All right,
the friends, everyone. Our prayers are with you. Our prayers go out to you.
Sure.
Yes.
All right, back to the makings of her. People want to know: is that story like based on your life?
It's loosely based.
Okay.
It is loosely based.
People ask that a lot. Like people be feeling like, all right, that story, like, is that a story about her life, or like she's like just writing a
No, it's loosely based.
realistic fiction?
Yeah, realistic fiction. Super realistic.
Yeah. Anything else you wanna the people know about the book before we move on?
Like I'm saying, they still available.
Okay.
Get your copy now.
Yeah.
You can get it from my website, keepingdior.com. I got some on hand if you want it right now, but they still available. Pull up on your girl and get that copy. I'm telling you, won't be disappointed. It's a good one. I read it like 5 times. I'm like, oh shit, I really wrote this, like, because I had to keep getting the sample copies.
Any screenwriters holler
Yeah,
at you.
screenwriters holler at me because your girl trying to make that movie. You know what I'm talking about?
It's a great book. This one actually takes you on a different journey from the first one. Like, if you in tune with them books, you gonna know Busy did her thing. She did her thing with the first one. Don't get me wrong. The first one is a classic stamp. That's a classic.
Yes, get yours, girl. I got them.
Yeah.
But the second one, Busy take you on so much of a ride, right? She got you passenger side and she got you on a ride. Nigga,
That was the
wanna-
plan, right? That was the plan, right? To get you in. Yo, I'll be like, I got so many people, they be like, oh my God, like, yo, like, they was really amped up though about the end. They knew that ain't really happened. It happened in my head though.
We ain't gonna spoil nothing. We ain't gonna give away.
No spoiler alert.
Give away the ending.
No spoiler alert.
Hey,
You
yo.
gotta get it to figure to see what it's talking about.
Man,
So there's no part 3.
No, it's done. Dior chilling now. She living the dream.
Okay.
She living the dream.
But are there more books to come?
Of course. Of
Okay.
course. I'm actually working on one now. I haven't came up with a title yet. So if y'all want to give me a title,
Send the
I know
titles.
that's right. You read yours twice. That's right.
Send the titles. We here. We lit.
Yeah, send me some titles for the next one.
Shout out to all Busy followers too. Go follow us at the world_takes on Instagram, y'all. World Takes Podcast on YouTube. Shout out to all the Busy followers. Make some noise. What you got, B?
Yeah. Let's get into some current events.
Okay.
The shooting, Chicago. Did you guys see that? Are you guys aware of what I'm talking about?
Carlisha Hood.
Carlisha,
Yeah.
Chicago.
He did what any son was supposed to do for their mom. Like, in certain situations, you know how some people be like, you don't promote gun violence. But at some point, as a grown man, like, you got to be held accountable for your actions. Like, I say that every day. Like, nowadays, people are so disrespectful. And then they try to wonder why certain situations happen. You put yourself in that situation, like, why are you punching on that woman? And her kid there watching you. You punched on her 3 times
Jeremy
before
Brown.
he...
Jeremy Brown was his name.
Yeah,
He punched
like-
that lady 3 times in the face, and he is now deceased.
Yeah.
Busy, I think you are spot on in your assessment. Beeb, I want to know how you feel.
I want to have a moment of silence for Jeremy Brown too, yo. If that's okay.
That's fine.
We can have, hold on. I want to preface this. I just want to preface it.
Yeah.
We can have a moment of silence for Jeremy Brown because we don't advocate for the life of any loss,
For sure.
right?
I mean, he's a human. I mean, he's a flawed human. But I definitely would like to have a moment of silence for him.
Let's
For
have
real,
a
for real. I'm
moment of silence for
smiling
that
because
man.
I know a lot of people disagree. Nobody wants to talk about that, but I would like to have that.
Yeah, like I said, it's like a gift and a curse because it's like you don't wish death on nobody. But like I said, it's called accountability. But it ain't nothing like how it was back in the day when we was growing up. We ain't have to worry about none of this.
All right, when we had a, I was still like a moment at some point, but look, we had a point in our lives where like punching on a woman deserved death. Like that's whoa, because if we verse this, I don't think nobody like you. He shouldn't have been punching on that girl like that. But then like dying off of that, like whoa. If that's the case, and we agree with that, like domestic violence, people they shouldn't have been do a year or whatever, them motherfuckers should just get the death penalty. You know what I'm saying? If we gonna advocate for that type of shit. Now,
It's tough.
It's like like I said, it's like a gift and a curse. You don't know which way to go with that situation.
What makes you say that though?
what? That like he deserved to die because he punched that lady?
Yeah.
Because it's like you're promoting.
Everybody is somebody to somebody, right?
Right.
Okay.
I can understand that's his mom and stuff like that, and you know you react emotionally. Know what I mean, but we do have situations because I could just be devil's advocate lightly. I know people would jump on me. It's not the same. If not the same, then we need to set the standard that it's not the same. Men and women not the same. Don't argue that they are in certain senses and that they're not. So like if we have a woman. If it was a dude and his son in there and some girl going off on him, because you know a woman will pop off.
Yeah, so is it okay for him?
And for him just to boom him?
Right. They would judge it. You're right.
You feel me? Like,
What do you mean?
I'm a young man, right? And this lady, a little ratchet chick, popping off at my dad. You feel me?
Yeah.
Know what I mean? And then like she go hit my dad or punch on my dad.
And you fence for him.
And I go boomer. You feel me? She gone. Is that gonna like, oh yeah,
Keep in mind.
you should do it. He's a kid, and it's emotional. You automatically see somebody jumping on your parent. That's how you're gonna react. You're gonna react emotional. You get what I'm saying?
But I don't mean to cut you off. But you know, also what that situation is now that they did that, other people are going to think it's okay to do that. So now they done set the tone where...
Set the precedent.
Yeah, so now it's going to be like, well, they got off.
It go from 3 punches to 2 punches to 1 punches
to none. To just verbally...
Hold on, though. So, I want to slow it down. I want to take y'all back to the beginning of the incident. What do y'all think should happen to the man that punches on the mom, the 14-year-old's mom 3 times after screaming on her? Like, I seen the video. I don't know if y'all seen the video.
I did.
I seen it.
Yeah, I seen it.
He's screaming on her. She not really getting no words off. Like, she... quiet, like, oh.
She wasn't quiet. That's the whole thing. She was like, say something again.
No, that was him.
She never, yeah.
That was him.
Say one more thing. And before he could even say one more thing, she was just, I mean, I'm not saying like.
I didn't see the extended video. They was
going back and forth. I don't know, maybe.
I seen the video where the guy was like, get your food, you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock your head off. And then he knocked her head off.
But the crazy thing is, he had a girlfriend there, so why she didn't step up if that was the woman on woman?
Because women...
I'm not letting my man argue with no woman, period. She was there.
If you know you can't beat her, you might let him argue.
Nah, it don't matter, because at the end of the day, how you know you can't beat her? Just because a person can speak... No.
You watching her. You know yourself.
No, but I'm just saying.
You watching her.
That's not true, because... You can look at a person, that's back in the day, I'm not even gonna lie. Back in the day, I used to get bullied a lot.
Yeah.
And you can look at a person and they can have the loudest mouth ever, but you can whoop their ass. Like, if you scared, you never know what a scared person can do. Like, just because a person got a lot of this, that don't mean they really know how to fight. The loudest person in the room sometimes be the scariest person in the room. None of that you can't go by that.
1,000% with that, right?
But she laughing the whole time.
The loudest person in the room was her boyfriend.
No, but the girl was laughing. The girlfriend was laughing. Did y'all see? She was laughing because she wanted to get her next, but the son grabbed the gun. Like, no, like
the mom grabbed the gun from the son after that and tried to boom her.
Exactly, for laughing.
You laughing. You doing, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's my point. I don't want to take y'all away from y'all point because I agree with y'all point. I agree with you, Busy, and I agree with you, B. Word is life. Nah, word is life. Yeah. Y'all might think I'm tripping.
Nah. You ain't said nothing yet. Say your point.
But it's like, whoa. A nigga punch on my mom and her, boom, I grabbed the hammer. I boom him.
Yeah.
My mom's trying to grab the hammer and boom her. We're not wrong. I don't care what defense y'all put up. Like it's like 3 times, 2 times, 1 time. He punched my mom. He punched my mom 1 time. So I'm not gonna kill him. I'm gonna leg shot.
But that's the thing that he watched her. He watched her get punched 3 times.
I don't advocate. Listen,
I don't
there's 2
advocate
things can
either.
be correct, right?
Okay.
One, I do not advocate on booming somebody for holding that camera when you getting your ass beat, because that's kind of that's what's the thing to do for some reason now. So I don't think everybody should get boomed, but I also don't advocate people pulling that camera out during like moments of distraught or whatever, struggle or hardship to record it to go viral. So it's 2 things that I don't agree with. It's
But you know what? It's like this generation. Everything is social media, cameras. Like a person could be dying and y'all got a camera out there. Like that's so disrespectful. Like people would literally nowadays pull a camera out on somebody that's dying when you could have saved them instead of calling the ambulance or the cops. That is so weird. Like I don't get it. It's sad. It's like everything is just like clout. It's like clout chasing at an all-time high.
How does that at an all-time high?
At an all-time high. It's just crazy. Like, it's crazy.
So listen, do y'all think they should have been charged or do y'all think they should have been released? Right now they're released. The mom and the son is both released. No charges have been filed. How do y'all feel about the case? Give it to me straight up and down.
Busy, go ahead.
I really see, like, I can't really say because it's like you said, that could have been anybody's son arguing with somebody because we really don't know the logistics of what was said for him to punch her. Like, ain't no man just getting no food that angry and gonna punch no woman.
Unless they got
exactly,
like
or they abusive, but
I would say he got mommy issues though. He one of them ones.
Yeah, because there's no way that you could take a real man. Honestly, a real man, he's not arguing with no woman.
I don't like that.
I hate men that argue with women. Like I think that's so catty. Like
it's a waste of your time.
No, women. Can we just say it? Women. I'm not gonna tell y'all my boys, but nowadays these men are the new bitches. I'm sorry. They so fucking catty till it's ridiculous, and they talk too fucking much. You get more gossip from niggas nowadays than you get from girls. And it's
I've been
crazy.
hearing that for a long time.
That's weird. Like
it's true.
But listen, the idea I'm taking that back. That idea that women are the one that's combative and argumentative and challenging and stuff like that. I'll take that back. That's a man's role. These masculine women like to argue and shit like that. A feminine woman, that's not they lane. They got these masculine women who like to argue, so they don't think they can hijack, just like they hijack the rainbow. These masculine women hijacking like what's masculine for men, like, cause you know what? Me and Moolah argue, we get our point, we say, cause we know if we gotta get there, we'll knuckle up. Know what I mean? Or we have to boom each other. We know how far to go. We know the rules
the
of
parameters. Yeah, we're just like
women. They just be arguing, but then you slap them. It's like, oh my God, he's a girl. He should have got killed. We should have boomed it. But if I slap Moolah, I said Moolah, say something again, I'm gonna punch you in your face.
Nigga might get boom.
If I get boomed, ain't nobody like, oh, Moolah should have. Moolah was emotional. Moolah was supposed to move. Like, nah, you're gonna say, nah, you're supposed to square up in the street like a man, right? But they don't say that to women. But women think they can hijack the argument. That's how we compete, we fight, we go to war, we do things like that. So how women can hijack the argument, the basics that get us to the point of where we at, to where we say, I'm gonna drive a better car than you, I'm gonna get a better bitch than you, I'm a bitch.
But why is that the mindset?
That's how men live. That's the masculine role.
So when a woman do that and be like, I'm gonna go get a realer nigga than you, a doper nigga than you, a nigga with more money than you, then how is that?
They're supposed to be doing that to other women, not to men though. That's the thing.
And when they try and do that to men, it usually doesn't work out in their
Like,
favor.
and then but they don't do. It's more women be more.
Yeah.
I mean, so many times you'll see a girl who will pop off on a man, but like they don't get into nothing with a female. Like they
Never been in no street
But wait,
fights.
and
Really?
it's also niggas that'll pop off and always known for whooping ass, but won't pop off on a nigga. That shit go both
That's
ways.
true. That's true. Though.
Like you would see a nigga,
That's
he
true.
is stay beating this girl. I ain't even gonna lie. When I was younger, oh my god, oh Jesus, I used to get my ass beat for nothing, going to the store too much, and I never ever seen this nigga fight a girl.
Yeah, see,
Like-
we call that out. We call that out over here the same way.
Yeah.
We call that
Yeah.
out way more than we call out
Yeah,
women.
and I used to be like, oh my god, like why? Like what? Like I ain't even do nothing. It's like what, going to the store too much? Like
That's interesting.
that's
Let me ask you
weird.
something. Why did you stay with him though?
I was scared. Only way I ain't gonna even lie. The only way I was able to get out of that relationship was he went to jail. I was so
You thought
happy.
he was gonna kill you?
Yeah, it was bad. Like me and my sister jumped this nigga one time. It was bad.
Dude,
He popped off. You know it's real when a nigga pop off on you in front of your mom. My mom jumped off that porch
He
so quick.
punched you in front of your mom?
Yes. And told me get in the car. Like he ain't give a fuck about my mom. It was bad.
Oh, and then you got in the car.
I was scared because at the end of the day, we lived together. Like, but I'm gonna stay with my mom. I'm gonna have to see him. So it was like I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
It was terrible. So
Yeah,
it's like,
bro,
and
that's
then you be
traumatic.
like, and
So-
then you would think I would be one of those combative chicks that are, and it's like that's not in my character. It's like I ain't gonna lie, I get a little feisty, but I know me, I really don't like hurting people's feelings. So I would take the higher road, but I will go back and forth with you because I'm trying to get my point across. But sometimes that could be taken off as you don't want to listen. But I never, my hand didn't call for none of that. Like I legit didn't do nothing
Yeah.
to deserve that. And I was a young girl. Like no lie, I was only like 18. It was bad.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
sorry you had
god,
to go through that.
it was bad.
So like, through the midst of that, did you guys have like good times and bad times when like he'd beat your ass and then sometimes you'll have good times?
It was mostly like we was young, so you know when you young, you see when we was young growing up, it wasn't like how it is. You know, everybody on the block, we outside, we hours in the morning. We don't know no better. Like we kids,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was. We have good times. The bad outweighed the good times, and I'm just keeping
Damn,
it real.
so it was like torturous, like
It was- I don't know what was wrong with
How many
him.
years was this? Like you was dealing with him and going through this.
I dealt with him. I think I dealt with him for like, oh my god, it was a couple years. It was a couple years, off and on, a couple years. Yeah, when he went to jail, it was like, whew. And that's bad, because I don't wish jail on nobody, because I've been there, but that was a situation where it was like, yo, this nigga gonna kill me if it was bad. Even his friends got to the point, they was like, yo, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, every time I see you, got a black eye.
Oh man.
I was like, I don't know what's wrong with him. Like, he used to fuck me up bad, yo. Oh my
What
god.
was it that kept you around?
I was
She was
scared.
scared for her life.
I was scared.
Is that's legit? That's
That's
legit.
legit.
Is nothing else?
Did you love him?
I loved him. I loved him.
Was it like
No,
a
was
Stockholm
you in love with him?
syndrome?
Was you in love with him?
Now that I'm grown and I'm older, I don't think I was in love. Like, you know, when we younger, you know, you get the guy. Because I always...
We don't know nothing about.
No, I know y'all, but when I was younger, it was always I attracted the guys that always had the money. So it was like I'm like the little girlfriend.
I'm gonna
or
tell you something. Hold on, I'm gonna cut you short. I'm
Right.
sorry. You attracted all the guys, but you chose the guys that
But
have
the-
money. Ain't nobody like they ain't got no money. Ain't looking at bitches.
no, that's
like,
a
damn,
lie.
bitch
Right,
ain't bad.
right. You're right. You're
Know
right.
what I
I
mean?
take that back.
You-
but even as a young
Some
girl,
accountability. Just
Right.
let's get
I'ma
some
take accountability
to our
for that.
people when you talking a
Right.
little bit.
and that was a word that I use all the time now. Accountability. I be mindful about a lot of things.
Okay.
Like like it was bad.
So
like I
back
could
to,
say,
back to you being attracted to the guys who have money.
yeah.
And then what happened? Like,
So it's like, you know, you be thinking like you in love, but now that I'm older, I wasn't in love. I was blinded by the materialistic things because you young. So it's like, you know, picking you up from school, buying you the gold earrings. Like, you know, we young.
Mm-hmm.
So we easily to be enticed. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't have daddy issues.
Yeah.
My dad always been
Easy
in my
to be
life.
manipulated.
Easy to be manipulated by the glitz of it because, I didn't have daddy issues. My mom always made sure we was good, but it was just like, I was just like, he was the popular dude.
All women can be manipulated. It's not. What happens is the younger girls have less experience, less trauma, also less debt, also less mileage, also too. But so you can take a younger girl out and she'll be happy off some earrings. Then you got a girl who been dealing with guys since she was 16. Now she 30. You get her some earrings, like, oh, this nigga gonna give me some earrings for my birthday. You feel me? Like cause she's done experienced it all. She done had it all. That's why a lot of times experience don't work well in women's favor. And then sometimes y'all go through them situations where you got a male who's like physically like abusive to you, man, and then you don't know how to get out of that.
Hey y'all. Yeah, but it was bad. So it was like I wasn't in love. Now that I'm older, I know what in love was, and that wasn't love.
That was not love at all.
Nah.
I can't believe it was a man out there willing to, do harm to you. I can't. It's.
I always get.
You want to drop his name?
No. We see each other right to this day, yo. We do not speak.
Do he look away, or he try to keep his head?
Nah, like he see me and sometimes he'll be like, "What's up?" And I speak, but it's like it's crazy because it's just like it's a person in your life, and then you look at them and you be like, "That was just part of life." Like it was a life lesson. Like I don't hate them. Like, I don't wish bad on them, but when I see them, I just be like, damn. And it's crazy because you could do me so wrong, but my heart won't let me, like, I still be trying to, like, mend friendships that you should have just.
Did you try to mend something with him?
I did because it was just like,
Why? Okay. Did he apologize to you?
He never apologized.
But okay.
He never apologized.
Did you ever ask him, like, yo, you remember you used to whip my ass?
As a father, it's hard for me to listen to this. I don't really know if I want to continue down this path.
That's fair.
As a father of a daughter, you trying to mend shit. You trying to do this, that, and the third. Like, you women have to be smarter.
Right.
Yeah.
You women have to be smarter. And you are intelligent women. I'm looking at y'all.
Right.
I'm seeing what y'all doing. But it's just like y'all get caught up. When y'all get caught up, y'all blinded.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, for us women, when you it's not like now, like the dads now, like if they in their daughter lives and they ain't going for none of that. Like my dad was far away. Like my dad, he was in Hawaii. He didn't know what was going on.
Was that his fault?
Who, my dad?
Was that his fault, or did your mom take you and move away, or something like that? Like it probably wasn't your dad's fault. I'm gonna be honest with you. Your dad loved you more than anything in the world.
Also,
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you right now on this show.
Thing.
Also,
yo would never do dad's bad while I'm here.
I know,
Big
right?
moolah.
I'm gonna tell you the number one thing.
Father's Day coming up, tapping with your favorite guy.
You ain't filtering the guys you deal with through your dad.
You gotta
That's
filter
the number one thing.
dad.
But you know what?
You
That is
gotta feel dad. I'm dealing with him. What do you think,
you would have never even got to date him.
You would have never got to date him.
Really
Dad
wanted
would
to.
shut that down.
Because you was probably listen. When you say when women they get blinded, when they're like emotionally like in love and euphoric, or they emotionally like distraught, they can be blinded.
Or sex.
Shut up too.
Or sex.
Yeah. But they can get blinded.
I want to tell everybody in the world something right now. Sex is one of the smallest parts of life in this world.
It is, because at the end of the day, once you get done with that,
in your pocket, it ain't gonna put no money in your pocket.
It ain't gonna do nothing but have you out here fucked up.
It's like food. Food ain't gonna put no money in your pocket.
Right.
Sleep ain't gonna put no money in your pocket.
That sex,
Shit.
when your parents is telling y'all at 16, 17, 18, yo, save it. Listen to them. Take it from moolah.
But see, that's crazy because my time when my mom got to the point it was like, I'm taking you to Planned Parenthood. I would never forget, we went to Planned Parenthood on East State Street.
Yeah.
The lady examined me, and my mom taking me to get birth control pills, and the lady was like, I'm sorry, but she's pregnant. My mom was so embarrassed. I didn't even know I was pregnant. Like, I was 16. It was my first time having sex, and I got pregnant.
It happens.
Yeah, but it was like, and you know, back then it was like, my mom was strict as hell.
Yes.
But it was like, once she let me off punishment, I don't care. I was back at that nigga house. Like,
Yeah.
yo, I used to get beatings at 16. I was still back at that nigga house, and I got for punishment.
I can't believe that nigga was beating on
No,
you
not
around.
him.
Okay.
That wasn't him.
The nigga that was beating on you though, we don't respect that up here. We hope you sorry. Like years later, you never apologized yet. We hope like you feel.
I really don't need him to apologize because I'm done with that. Like, I ain't holding on to that because at the end of the day, it didn't stump my group. It just made me I can't say right after that it made me make smarter decisions because I was in a couple relationships that was like, they said that and it's so stereotypical because the guy would actually look you in your face and say, I never hit a woman before, but you made me start hitting women. Like, that's some bullshit. How can a woman make you start doing something that you never did?
I'm gonna tell you what it is. And I don't want to shit on none of your niggas. I don't want none of your niggas after me in these streets. The niggas never had somebody as bad as you. So it's just like, oh, I never did this, I never did that. Nigga, you never had a baddie. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's put all our cards to the middle of the table.
It was really like a
call it a
drawing.
spade.
The peel a layer back.
Peel a layer back.
I'm gonna say that whether they had a baddie or not, they incapable of walking away from a baddie.
They scared.
Like,
they scared because they know they're not gonna get
Okay.
another one. They know they're not gonna get another
if
one.
You can say things or do things to provoke me to knock you out. You feel me?
Yes.
At some point, I just go, I don't care how bad she is. I don't got like fuck shorty. Like she
I'm
disrespectful.
cool.
But it wasn't. It's not even
You know
a
what
level
I
of
mean? This bitch
disrespect.
just be wanting to hurt my feelings or like whatever you do. The point to where he said he gonna hit this girl. That's where before you get to that point, you
Yes.
cut her off.
No,
Yes.
but
You
I'm
gotta
gonna
learn to cut these bitches off like these
Yes.
bitches will cut you off.
right,
Yes.
right.
Yes.
But no,
A bitch will cut you off in a second.
no, but you know what it be? The kicker be these niggas be cheating, and then when you find out they cheating and you want to leave, that's when the abuse start kicking in.
Yeah,
So
you
now
either
it's like,
wanna
oh,
leave
I
or
don't
make
want
their
her.
life miserable.
Yeah,
No,
like,
the women either want to leave, which they a lot of times
and
do.
they don't
cut a nigga
want
off,
you to leave.
or they stick around and make your life miserable.
I'm not one of
you know
those.
what
I'm
it
not
is?
doing
Something
that.
You know what it is?
I'm
I'm
not doing
gonna
that.
bring clarity to the argument.
I'm not doing that.
A lot of times these niggas is cheating with lesser than they mean.
Yeah.
A
So
lot of
now-
times,
of
all
course,
the
Now when
time.
they get caught and you threatening to leave, it's like, oh,
Oh,
let me
hell.
knock her out. Let me keep her here.
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, for trying to
nigga.
leave? Oh,
Right,
yeah, that's scary.
right.
That's spooky.
These
And then the
niggas
crazy
is
thing
weird.
is, I used
Hey,
to be
all
catching
you
niggas
niggas
in
is
the
weird
act.
out there.
I used to
Word
catch
to
niggas in
Big
the
Moolah.
act. Catch niggas in the act. Yo.
Oh,
I used to
man.
catch niggas in the act. I would never forget one of my.
What's his name? Drop the F's name first.
Drop the name. We
I
don't
don't want to put him out there like that because he's still he my boy. Like, you know, we was kids.
That's all right. He know what he did.
No, but I'll never forget that shit was crazy. God rest his grandma's soul. She let me in the house. I'll never forget. And I was with one of my friends because I was standing there and I was moving out. I had finally got my apartment. I walked downstairs. I caught this nigga in the act. And I'm with my friend.
Like what position he had her in?
Doggy style.
It was doggy
I
style?
already know.
It was doggy?
Yes.
Hey, make some
No.
noise for me, brother.
Already
What's
know.
his name? Drop his name, man.
Make some
Boys
noise.
up on the scoreboard. Back to the scoreboard conversation.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I ain't giving him because
It's like, nah, it's like, nah, I'm just saying, I
couldn't
don't
believe
think
that
those-
shit.
the
I'm
black men
like,
cheating.
yo, like, and then it's crazy because if I catch you cheating, why you mad at me because I caught you cheating? If I want to fuck with you and you got caught literally with your pants down, why you mad and want to fight me? That shit is weird.
Hold on. You caught me cheating.
And now you want to whoop my
now
ass.
I caught you cheating?
No, you ain't catch me cheating. I ain't fucking with you no more. I'm done. But now you want to fight me, but I caught you literally
Shorty
with
had
your
that
pants
fire.
down.
Make some noise for that fire.
That's weird. That's
Shorty
weird.
had that fire. That's what it was.
Niggas be taking
He was almost there. You came in acting extra.
That's
You gotta be able to listen. As a woman, you gotta be able to come in and say, "Hey, babe, you need some help."
What? That's the.
What you prefer,
no,
bro?
let me ask
What
you a
you prefer?
question. But why is it so easy for men to be like, do you want help? Like a woman supposed to do a threesome with a guy. But what if a woman tell you, I want you and another nigga? That's unheard of. A nigga be like, what?
You come to your nigga like, babe, you need some help. I'm gonna bring this guy in, and he gonna help you out tonight. That's what you mean? Is that what you mean? Make some noise. Make some noise.
He say, "Nah, I got my boy. I got my boy Bula instead." He do the picking.
That's crazy. I'm just saying. It's so like with the men and women thing. It's just like so like
Different.
Yeah, it's just like y'all could say to your woman like, "I want a threesome."
Yeah.
But a woman can't say to her nigga, like, "Okay, you can't have a threesome. Let's get another nigga." He gonna be ready to knock her head off or be looking at her like, "What, bitch? How you disrespecting me?"
But most women don't want that.
They don't. But I'm just saying.
So what are we talking about? Why
Because
would you
because I be watching this show and they be talking about stuff like that.
Would you rather have a threesome with another guy or with another girl?
Fuck no, not no guy. But I'm just
a girl,
saying.
right? A
Yeah.
girl, right? That's the most popular thing. Like,
what about three dudes in a bed with you?
Ew, hell, what the fuck?
Now, if you ask a guy,
I wouldn't even.
would he rather have like one girl in the bed with him or three girls in the bed with him? What you think a guy gonna choose?
3 girls.
So then why women just be arguing and arguing? Because we don't argue about what women like and what they don't like. So why women bring that up? That is different.
But why would you be feeling comfortable enough to ask your woman for something like that? Like, how do you know that's what she's into? Niggas would try to really.
You'll find out first and foremost.
But I don't think that's disrespectful by asking
Are
her like that.
women not into other people?
Yeah.
Women are into other people, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, right? As a woman, right? I'm not speaking about you though. I'm just speaking about women in general.
Mm-hmm.
If a woman got a boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
Is she not into other people?
No.
She's not.
You're not supposed to.
If she really
You're
likes
not
her
supposed to. Who says?
No, but I'm saying.
Who says, though?
Listen, no.
But I wanna know who says.
If you really into your man, what you need somebody else for?
No.
You mean into like how?
I mean, attracted.
Yeah, because men could be in relationships and be attracted.
No, I'm asking about women right now. You in a relationship, you have a boyfriend. Do you find other men attractive? Yes, y'all do.
You mean women? Yeah, they
Let's
do.
be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be
Why are you
honest.
trying to?
I'm not trying to, because I'm
Let's be
saying like,
honest,
if you got a relationship and you
another
open,
shot or
sometimes it's good to have a relationship where you can be open with your partner and be like, but men don't know how to take that. But men would be like, us as women be like, damn, babe, her ass fat. But a woman telling her man like, damn, he look good. But I got a friend that do that with her husband, and they get along like he don't get mad or nothing because he know that's his wife. Like, and I just think that is like a dope relationship to have where y'all secure enough in y'all situation where you don't get offended if your woman be like, he nice looking. Cause she a woman, you looking like he nice looking. That don't mean. But
why are y'all so afraid to tell us that though? Like,
because y'all don't know how to take it, and we tell y'all that. Because then it's like, what you looking at that nigga for?
So niggas is insecure.
That gotta be a part of insecurity. Yeah.
That's the
yeah,
definition of
yeah.
insecurity. If you
Yeah.
honest. One
I
thing
would
about
say more women are more sneaky. They just more sneaky with their shit.
Yeah,
all right, so let me ask you something. Let me ask you something.
Explaining what you like and stuff like that.
When you with your shorties, right?
Yeah.
And other attractive women are out. Say you out with your shorty, B. Right? Other attractive women out. Do you point out to your shorty like, damn, look at her, she attractive. Look at the ass on that one. Or do you keep it to yourself?
I keep it myself.
Just like the ladies do.
For the most part, yeah. So like, if
Okay.
we was interacting with,
We
them or
gotta
something,
stop that culture. That culture right there, where it's like, whoa, I'm afraid to say that I'm attracted
Damn,
to
I'm
someone
afraid
else.
it's a big word.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
but what
yeah,
is it
yeah.
that's stopping you?
But you
though?
know
Yeah,
what?
it's just
That-
like unnecessary.
and
Like,
I think
was
it's
pointing out
crazy.
all the baddies. I don't even like when niggas do. I got friends, you know, we got boys that do that for every single one. That shit be annoying to me.
Cause
Know
it's
what I
like
mean?
it's like the thirst is real.
No, I mean, it's no shortage of baddies in this world.
It's
honestly,
not.
we gonna point out every single baddie we come across, or we gonna approach them.
I think
You
that's.
feel me? What you
See,
trying
alright,
to do?
so let me
you trying to
rephrase the
mend
question
something,
then.
or
Let
you
me
trying to
rephrase-
just observe?
Let me rephrase the question then.
You feel me?
You out with one of your shorties,
Mhm.
a baddie present herself.
Right.
How do you approach them? How do you approach
Like
the
if
baddie?
it might be socializing or something like that, where it's just like people, it's easier to engage with baddie, beautiful people. You know what I mean? So like,
How do you approach the baddie? You out with your shorty.
All right, hey, y'all from around here?
Okay.
Whether y'all are, if
How
they
about
are,
you,
hey,
Lizzie?
What happened?
You out with your guy.
Damn, you cut my shit short like that. All right, go ahead, Izzy. I wouldn't hold
He
it.
just kept your
Yeah,
story
yeah,
clear
yeah.
up. He ain't even
Nah,
let you
because
get
these
no
are things
airplay
that I
on that.
have done, though. I have done to where it's like it's easier for the girl to, know what I mean? For the girl
So why
to
you
get
feel the
comfortable
need
with
to?
it.
Why you feel the need to even say anything?
I just
when
told
you-
him that's more than likely I'm not going to say nothing.
Yeah, because I
But
just
if
don't
I
understand
was to
what's the
say
need.
something, which I have in the past, it'd be just like, you know, like y'all want, like on some y'all want to hang out type of shit. Like, you know what I mean, we out and about. Where the club at? What's popping? Y'all
What you
tryna
mean? You
roll.
out of town or something?
For the most part,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, okay.
Obviously,
I was about to say
like,
not-
Nah, like you don't want to play in your backyard like that. Like you out with your girl trying to, unless
why-
I know the baddie,
so
like
so
personally.
let me ask you a question. So
Bestie.
do
I see Bestie out. We rolling.
So
Hey,
do-
Bestie, you rolling with
so
us?
do men think that, like, do y'all really sit back and think, like, when y'all consider stepping out of your relationship, do y'all consider thinking that what y'all gonna lose at home, is it worth the person you messing with? Because I be seeing some
Absolutely.
shit. No, y'all don't.
How you gonna say
No,
that?
y'all don't. Because
Yeah,
you
it's not
gotta see the
asking
people that,
rhetorical
no,
questions.
because I'm saying you gotta see the people that they be cheating. You be like, yo, you was ready to risk it all, and they be mad at you if you want to
Yeah.
leave. Like,
Yeah, because the badder they get, the more they feel like entitled, right? So you dealing with, if you got a good woman at home, then you trying to get these women who think they goddesses. You know what I mean?
so it's like conquer.
So then, nah, just like they not going to try to be played with. You feel me? They want more. They feel like they pussy is not just an even exchange for them. Oh, you gonna get this pussy? You gonna have to do more, provide more. Know what I mean? Even though they getting that GD, you heard me?
Mhm.
They feel like it's not an equal exchange, or so. You know,
Even exchange ain't no
something
right.
that's a little something that's down. I just want to. They want some GD. That's all they want. They don't want no trips. They ain't trying to get flown out. So that's things like that. Why you'll probably end up. Why a guy will end up sleeping with a girl less than their main.
So you don't think about the consequences of what's going to happen, or you losing your
You
girl,
have to.
or you just know that your girl not going nowhere.
You have to. It's just it would be a balance though. I can't speak for everybody who cheat. I messed up in the past, but I don't believe in cheating and black men cheat.
Yeah.
Not word up.
You
Not word. I'm laughing, but I don't.
Okay.
I don't, because it's not. It's what's going on in our community is crazy, man. There's a lot of single parent households and stuff. That shit ain't cool.
Right.
So yeah, I don't condone the black man cheating, but they definitely think about that. Women also need to understand, like, it's a fight for men. You know, it's like I said, it's no shortage of, it's no excuse for them, but just understand.
It's a shortage of men.
No, it's no shortage of baddies.
Oh, yeah, it's too many, right?
It's a lot of baddies, and then it's a lot of sperm being produced. Way more than eggs. You get me?
Right. That's always the case.
So the sperm producing, what do you do? What do you do?
Didn't we have didn't we talk about that before with the procreating, and a man is the one that's gonna make all the kids for the world to keep going around?
I mean, that's partially true. I don't know if we talked about that, but
Yeah, we did.
Preach. You feel me? Hey, so all right, let's move on. Right, BET Awards. You seen it?
No. I missed it. I didn't even know it was on. I'm so mad.
Oh man.
I'm so mad I missed it.
I got something to say, y'all. When y'all be done.
You want to say anything about the BET Awards?
I got something to say about the BET Awards, but I want to say when y'all say the no shortage of men,
No, baddies.
no shortage of baddies thing. These baddies is leaving with baddies now.
That part.
And it's still
They
more
not
baddies.
even. But listen. I'm telling y'all, we far removed from that. We're far removed from that. The way the world is going and the way they shifting it and what they putting in y'all faces and what they showing y'all on TV, the baddies is leaving with the baddies now. If you the nigga, I wanna put this PSA out to the niggas. If you got a baddie, keep her. Listen, cause you let her go thinking, oh, I'm gonna jump right back in, I'm gonna get another baddie. Guess what? The shorty you was with is liable to have your next baddie instead of you.
Right.
That's how it's going nowadays. Realistically, in this world that we living in, it's just like, whoa, we talking about it's overcoming the baddies. They kissing each other in the mouth at the club.
Yeah.
What is we talking about?
You're right.
They going home with each other at the club. At the pool
I know a
party.
secret. I know a secret.
Niggas talking about they know the secret.
I know a secret though.
They
I'm
got
gonna
all
let y'all
these-
in on something, yo.
What's the secret?
They still fuck niggas too.
Oh, of course.
Like even the ones who like kissing girls and stuff
You
like
know-
that, who
you
girly
know what,
girls,
we had
even the butches, like butches.
We had a topic about that, right? So me and my niece, we doing this thing where we throw topics in the air. But she said that she didn't want to do the topic because, you know, on her live, she has a lot of straight guys. But it was like an interesting topic because I be watching all type of stuff. I be on internet, YouTube, whatever. And I found the topic interesting, but a lot of men might get offended from it and a lot of men might not. But the topic was, I was asking a question, like I asked her, I was like, do you think like, and me and my friend was going about it too because she was speaking on like, you know, her nephew, you know, about like a metrosexual and this and this and that. That's how we got on the subject. And all of a sudden I said, well, you know, a metrosexual is just a man that keep himself together. Like he's not bisexual or nothing like that. He's just a kept man. He's not, you know. But then we hit the subject because, and then it was like it be frowned upon, so they be scared to live in their truth. So I was saying, like, you know how, like us as women, we could test upon in the waters to see if we gay and we like women, and then it'd be like, I'm going back to a nigga. I don't like that. But men can't do that because it's like, how you gonna go over and say you mess with a man and you ain't like it?
Yeah.
You can't experiment with that because it's like frowned upon. But I'm like, but I was just like, why us? Because me, I'm realistic. I'm like, why us as women can do it, but men, they can't do it. Because if they do it and everybody find out, and that's why they be so secretive, because it's like, you can't mess with a man and try it and then come back and be like, nah, I'm straight.
I hear you on that. See, men don't argue with that. See how women, something that women can do that men can't do, men don't argue with that.
Not that one.
But women argue about everything that we can do that they feel like they
Yeah,
can't do.
because I
That
just feel like,
society
you know,
tells them they
like
can't
a lot of times, like it's a lot of men that's married that's not happy.
do. Metro.
Metro.
I want to talk about Metro.
Yeah.
Is Metro well kept, or is it well kept in a certain fashion?
Is well kept in a certain fashion at the same time where he could literally be attracted to men but have a whole wife as a purse that they call her.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, he's not living his truth, but it's so, the stigmatism is man and woman.
Yeah.
So he got this beautiful family, they got kids, but she's a beard for him.
Yeah.
He keeps her up nice, whatever, but his real relationship, he's with a man. But she know, but it's a it's a cover up.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of these men be miserable as hell in relationships with women because that's not who they really want to be with. That's why some of these men be talking down on women, change women like they change their drawers. Like, you not happy with yourself. Like, what you... Some of them really want to be with a man, but they can't come out and say that's what they want because it's frowned upon.
Oh, really?
Man, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I be watching these shows, I'm telling you, it's so many men and they explain, like, they ask some questions like, well, why you was married, you was with your wife or you had a girlfriend, and he like, yeah, you know, but I felt ashamed or I didn't want to be judged or... Because it's true. You get judged, like, but it's easy for us as women. Like I said, I could go out right now and go get a woman. And then I could double back and be like, man, I'll try that shit. I don't like it. Yeah. I want a man now. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be frowned on. They bitches going to be like, oh, yeah, I knew she was gay. Because they say that about me anyway. I'll be like, I'm going to fuck what you think. Like, I've always been a tomboy. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, it's easy for us to do it versus men. You know what I'm saying? So I told her that was an interesting topic, but she was like, no, I got too many. I was like, only people that get offended by something like that is somebody that got something high. Because why would you get mad? It's just a conversation.
It's just a talking point. It's nothing to get mad about. It's nothing to get upset about. That's for sure. That's right. For one. Number two, you said the wives know about it.
Yeah, it's like a beard. She's like the cover up.
So why don't the wives? So hear me out. Why don't the wives just go all the way in and say, all right, I'm going to just be fucking both of y'all niggas. Y'all two going to be my niggas.
Because the thing is, he don't really want a woman. He's gay. He's not bisexual. He's gay. He was with her. They married, had a conversation. Kids. So have kids. So it's like they got this perfect family to the outside world, but him and her know what's really going on.
Her personally?
No, it was on it.
Oh,
it was like
that's what's going on.
No, that's what's going on.
That's what's going on. That's what's going on.
No, that's what be going on. I'm telling you.
You gotta watch what they have on TV too. That sound like one of them early $1 million worth of game scenarios that Gilly used to be having. We want to talk about that. More current events. We got the JT popping off on Lil Uzi Vert. You seen that?
I seen it, but I don't know why she did it. I heard what she was saying to him, but everybody got their own speculation. You don't really know what happened. Cause I actually didn't watch it. I caught everything the next day.
Mm-hmm. He was trying to flirt with Ice Spice. Y'all. He debuted a new song. It was all about Ice Spice. He was sitting next to Ice Spice in there. JT wasn't feeling it. JT started throwing phones. I heard she threw a phone at his dome.
She threw the phone and she said, don't ever fucking disrespect me. That's what she said. She said, don't play with me. I'm done with you.
Ice Spice seemed real unbothered. You feel me? Ice Spice seemed like a queen. If you ask me, real unbothered, real unmessy, unchaotic, undramatic. All the things men want out of their women. I don't know if that's the same feeling y'all got. Y'all let me know.
Well, she actually said, if you watched her interview with Angie Martinez, she actually said that she is like a hothead sometime.
Who?
JT.
Yeah.
She said she's like a hothead sometime. She like emotional. Sometimes she hard. So she said she always get labeled like she the problem child. So, you know, I could see that he must have did something.
She said that arrogantly though.
Yeah.
Like she was happy, like she proud of that.
No, she kind of was like, you know, explaining like you seen a whole nother side of
like
her.
Like she need therapy.
She said she
like she said I'm a fucked up individual.
No, she said she do therapy. She said she go to therapy. I'm telling you, everybody go to therapy nowadays. We having anger issues.
I'm thinking about JT, and I have to say this: that was classless. You have no class. I'm not gonna say you don't have no class. Let me take that back.
She displayed no class right there.
You displayed no class in that incident. I'm not gonna say you classless. You probably a classy lady. I don't know you.
But how y'all know if that man don't like that?
I doubt
You
it.
see how he was chasing after her?
Who? Ice Spice?
No, Uzi. Like he was chasing after her. She got up and walked out, and he was chasing behind her.
Sure, he got a lot invested.
Like, holla at me, Uzi. I'm gonna tell you how to do it, man.
No, but some men probably like that. Some
Cut
men
him off.
So
he got a lot invested
cut her
in
off.
her. He got a lot invested in her, and that's his shorty, and that's.
Cut her off.
But at the same time, one thing she needs to know, and one thing even he needs to know, is she's dealing with Uzi Vert. She's dealing with a rock star.
right,
One of the biggest.
right.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. When a woman don't respect you, the relationship is over.
Respect you in what aspect?
She respect him.
No, you don't. Like, when you respect
She
somebody, when you respect somebody, you don't be throwing shit at them in the major award shows.
But
in
if
front of
but
the
I'm
whole
saying, but if
world
you
to see.
respect her, you don't know what
That's
he
when
did
your
to make her
feelings
do
hurt.
that.
Yeah,
Her
like,
feelings was real hurt.
When you look at it from one side, and you will immediately go to not respecting him.
No,
she
her
respect
feelings
him.
was
She
hurt.
respect him
You
just-
don't know what he
He
did.
carried her. When the last city girl?
Carisha, she respect Diddy.
When the
Diddy
last
had
city
a whole
girl
baby
album?
on her and stuff like that. She don't embarrass
When the
him
last
in
City
front of
Girl
the
album?
world.
When the last City Girl album came out? Because I don't know. I don't keep up with them. When the last City Girl album came out?
It's been a minute.
It's been a little minute, right?
Yeah.
So maybe them checks slowing up a little bit, right?
Well, then act
She
act
respect
right.
that,
Act
nigga.
right.
Remember, a couple months ago, we talking about Carisha and Diddy, right? A couple months ago, Carisha was all on the social media. Oh, he called me a side girl. Make him apologize. I'm not your side girl. It was the same exact thing.
No, it wasn't the same.
It is the same thing.
Disrespect.
What are we talking about?
So you
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Your girl
Okay,
coming
I-
out
I'll talk.
embarrassing you in front of the public.
Yeah, throwing phones at you and shit.
Whatever,
like that.
whatever. Or on her social media where she got 30 million followers, embarrassing you on her social media in front of 30 million followers. It's all the same shit.
No, not to me.
Your girl out of line, Neff. You claim you
want your
a
girl-
big
you want your
dog.
girl
Nah.
to respect you and admire you.
Hey, you,
That if once
you
it's
claim
not that,
you a big dog.
it ain't. She would
Put
spend
your
the rest
shorty
of his
in
life
check.
making his life miserable. She don't respect him.
Put
Nah,
your
I mean-
shorty in check.
When they respect and admire them, man, you gonna get a lot of feminine out of them. You
I
don't
don't
get none of that
necessarily know
gangsta
about
shit.
that. When they a feminine woman, it's just like nowadays where we at on the spectrum. I don't know about that.
I'm just saying it
When they a
takes.
masculine woman, you gonna get a lot of masculine out of
Yeah,
them.
but
I
that's
don't
not
care
from-
if they respect you, admire you, or not.
Yeah.
You gonna
agree.
get a lot of masculine
Yeah.
out
I
of them.
agree.
Yeah.
If they're a feminine woman, you gonna get a lot of feminine out of them, but they
Yeah,
might
but-
still be cheating on you in the back alley.
Right.
Who knows?
You can't judge a
A
book by how they
feminine
act.
shorty,
Yeah,
she like to
yeah,
get
I'm
her head
saying-
bust.
Right. Feminine shorty sneaky as hell.
Come on, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I just feel like if she don't respect you, it's never gonna work.
But I'm saying though that respect thing goes both ways. Why has always got to be a woman respecting the man? What about the man respecting the woman? Because whatever he did made her react the way she did. So he could have disrespected her in a way where she felt like, why you? Because she said, stop playing with me.
Uzi was in the wrong.
You can't
Uzi brought his
say
shorty-
that she don't respect him. He hurt her feelings by whatever his actions was that made her react like that.
Uzi brought his
respect
shorty. He
Oh
made
my
her
God,
rap.
No
okay.
shit. Like you don't act like that if you respect somebody.
That's a lie.
Like, nah, because guess what? If like her, I don't know, her manager, not her manager, but say like somebody who offering her opportunity, like the label, the people who sign her to the labels and stuff, she don't like stuff. Her reaction ain't to act emotional and pop off and throw shit. You pick and choose who you do that shit with.
Let
You
me
know what I
ask
mean?
you.
And everybody who make you mad won't necessarily get that treatment. It's certain people who will get that treatment.
So you saying that she don't respect him because she threw a phone at him?
Yeah, just the way she carried herself.
Do
out
Uzi
there
respect
and,
her?
He may or may not. He may or may
He doesn't,
not.
right?
I don't
Let's
know
be
what
honest. He
happened.
made a
I just see-
freestyle about Ice Spice at the BET Awards. Let's be honest.
All right, so
Let's be
maybe
honest.
he don't respect her.
Okay.
All right, so
And
that's
that
cool.
probably
They don't
coulda
respect
triggered
each other,
it.
So that's cool. There's more reasons to get out of that
Okay.
relationship. One thing you don't want in a relationship where y'all attacking each other or y'all throwing disses or like hurting each other. Like that's not a positive relationship.
It's
And that's
toxic.
not what you do to people you respect though and you admire though. That's just not what you do.
So why is toxic? Why do people make toxic like the new thing now? It's like every relationship nowadays is just toxic.
That's trigger words. I think toxic is just life.
So,
Ain't nothing smooth.
So toxic is just life.
Mm-hmm. Life has its beauties and
I don't
its
agree with
uglies.
that. I don't agree with that. That's generalities. I think there are certain people that are toxic, and I think that in some cases we get attached to them, and leaving them or being away from them or having them out of your life might be easier said than done.
Yeah.
So that's where it's like shit gets toxic, but I don't think life is toxic. Like when you having life with just your real
Yeah.
family and friends,
It's not toxic.
it's good. But
But
when
it
you
can't get-
introduce these outside people,
Then it becomes
then
toxic.
it become a little bit toxic. Where it's
Toxic.
like,
Or you
And
just, the
chaotic.
more you be around, like, cause it can be like you can have a sibling. Like the more you around somebody, you living with somebody and shit like that, shit start to get toxic. You get what I'm saying? Like
That's
you
only,
can literally you can have siblings, you can have parents, you can have children. Like you be around them a lot of time, a lot of it. Like it's gonna be beauties in dealing with them, but there's gonna be some shit that get on your nerves. Like you always doing this, always. Those can be toxic.
So do you think a person that complain every day is toxic?
yes.
I mean, it could be. I don't think so necessarily because it's like,
me.
what is he complaining about? What is this person complaining about?
Just about
Like
everything.
like if you got somebody, like you living with somebody, for instance, and they always got shit dirty, like you gotta keep telling them to clean up after themselves, and then like the person who would be like, oh, you always complaining, because they don't want to hear it, they just want to do what they want to do.
If you waking up, living and breathing, but you complaining every day, that's toxic. Let's come on. Let's put our cards in the middle of the table, y'all. What is we doing tonight?
Waking up complaining every day is
That's-
toxic. But like you keep getting, because some people are just like how they're watered down hating. Like if you be like, yo, like I don't like that shirt, that shit looking crazy, they might say it's hating. You come through with them red boots, everybody you like, nah, I ain't off them. Then you hating, right? So what we was just talking about?
Toxic.
Know what I mean? So they can water down toxic too. Oh man, complaining. They can water down complaining to where you might be complaining about some legitimate shit, and then it's just like you're not supposed to say nothing. You're supposed to just eat it.
Right.
You feel me? You rolling with somebody. Every time you rolling with them, they talking about I ain't got no cash on
Right.
me. They only got their credit card. You feel me? I know what I mean? And you know it's like, oh, over the last couple months I've been hitting. I was like 500 in the hole. You hear me? But you ain't supposed to say nothing because you complaining.
No, you know what?
That's like,
Let
whoa.
me tell you, people don't like real people no more.
Whoa.
You notice
Like,
that if you speak your mind, but it's the truth, it's like you hating
or you complaining.
but
Word
it's
down.
real shit.
Nigga shit. Niggas will water anything positive down. Like if you say, listen, I'm gonna get something light. I ain't about to get no top shelf alcohol for the night. We ain't nothing popping off. Know what I mean? Then it's you being cheap.
Yeah, nigga, you ain't got no
see?
money,
It's
but like, why I just
it's
can't
like,
know
whoa.
what to?
I just want to get a wave real quick. I ain't trying to splurge out. Ain't nobody looking. You hear me? So yeah. So I just saying this blurred lines.
Yeah.
Because complaining is something that definitely, like somebody who complain but on some miserable, like, oh my life sucks type of shit. You feel me? You don't want to be around them. They'll destroy you, yo. They'll destroy everything you got positive going in your life. Black Cloud.
Right, that part.
I want to ask y'all two final questions.
Okay.
Both of y'all. For the night. How y'all feel about the night? We're going to start with you, Busy. How y'all feel?
I feel great.
B, baby.
I feel good.
Do y'all have anything else that y'all want to talk to the people about tonight before we get up out of here? Y'all know more parts coming on the way. The Makings of Her Part 2 in stores now, in everywhere now. Amazon, iBooks, give me another
Barnes and Nobles.
Barnes and Nobles,
My website.
keepingdior.com. You already know.
In the trunk.
In the trunk, pull up want us. You already know the pull up still welcome.
Right.
What y'all got to tell the people before we get out of here tonight, man? Because it was been a nice show. I got some intellectual conversation out of y'all. I like that. A little good debates. I like that. What y'all got for the people before we get up out of here, man?
I just want to tell my city, man, keep y'all heads up. It's a lot going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
My heart goes out to everybody that's grieving. Keep y'all heads up. That's all I can say.
That's it. That's it, y'all. Once more. This is your boy, Big Moolah, World Takes Podcast, episode 132. You already know what time it is. We keeping Dior. It's the makings of her. It's your boy, man, Big Moolah, man. Got B Baby and her with me. And y'all know what we do. We continue to strive to bring y'all the biggest and the best that our city has to offer, man. I don't got nothing else. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure, man. I love y'all, man. Stay safe, man. Put the guns down. Pick the gloves up, man. You niggas need a gym. I got somebody for that, man. Get on my DM. I got somebody for that. Put the guns down. Pick the gloves up. We out of here. Until next time. World Take.